Hello, I'm Jacob Willis from the South Lake Senior FFA chapter, and today I'm going to be doing a demonstration on castrating calves. So the main reasons we will castrate calves is to, number one, reduce their anger or reduce the ability of somebody getting hurt. And then number two, which is the reason we castrate show cows, is to increase their carcass quality and to allow them to not mate other cows. And number three is one I previously mentioned, which is used on larger cattle operations, which is to prevent mating before they are old enough. The tools we can use to castrate cows are one I'm going to demonstrate here today, which is cutting, which is where you make an incision into the scrotum and then you cut all the way across. Then you'll reach in, pull out one of the testicles, make a cut off the testicular cord, and you'll do the same with the other one. And then you have banding, which is one you would use when the calf is a little bit older, which causes less pain to the cow. And then when that, you would pull down the testicles, put the rubber band around them, place a rubber band in between the testicles and the abdomen. Then you would release off the banding gun, and then the band would pull tight and cut off all circulation to the testicles until the testicles die and then they will fall off. And then you have bordesium, which is where you take essentially a clamp and then you run it up and then cramp the testicles, cut off all circulation, and then that will eventually cut off the blood flow to the testicles, which will eventually die and fall off. So when we do the demonstration, I have cotton balls, pantyhose, and a little bit of string in here to demonstrate. So we're going to pull down essentially our scrotum. We're going to pull out our knife. We will then make an incision, cut into and pull across. We will reach up, pull down one of our testicles. We will then cut across, and then that one will be done. And then we will repeat with the second one. You have two of those, and then this will stay attached to the cow. You will have these out, which you can then do what you will with this. Some of the common health risks involved with castrating cows is infection, and then you could have what's called a belly testicle, which is where if one of the testicles slips outside the band when you go to band the calf. If that were to happen, your immediate action would be to cut off the band and then start over and repeat the process. And then one of the ways you could prevent infection would be with vaccinations or avoiding doing castration during fly or insect season. Timing is very important when you're castrating calves. You want to generally castrate them if you're cutting between the ages of 3 to 6 weeks old, ideally. And if you're banding, it can be anywhere from 3 weeks old to 6 months. There are, if it is older than 6 months, you will generally have to use either an anesthetic or a numbing to reduce the amount of pain you're causing to the animal. When you're managing these cows, another method you could use to castrate is an injectable, which just kills the hormones, which will eventually kill the testicles. If you do that, you have to repeat the process over several weeks, otherwise it will fail, and then you will be left with an intact bull. Some of the safety risks for the humans as far as that goes would be the way you're restraining the animal when you're cutting or banding or using the bordesio method. Is number one, getting kicked. There have been several cases of you get kicked and then the knife will fly out of your hand or possibly hit somebody or cut somebody else. Or you could miss and cut up the calf a little bit if the calf moves. So you want to restrain the calf as much as possible to reduce any risk towards the calf and the humans. So some of the things you can do with the testicles after they're left over, one of the more common things you will see in the West would be Rocky Mountain oysters, which is where they will take the testicles, they will clean them up, and then deep fry them, or cook them in some other method. That way you can eat the testicles. And then a lot of folks down here will actually feed them to their dogs as a reward to the cow dogs for doing a good job that day. Or you could always just dispose of them. Decreasing the aggression in bulls is, going back to what I said earlier, is one of the main reasons many people do this. The bulls tend to be a little more aggressive when they get older, and they tend to maintain a more aggressive look and a more aggressive outlook on life. And then when you cut calves, as going back to the carcass grade, this will increase the carcass grade, increase the yield grade, but it also decreases the amount of yield conversion or the amount of food conversion. All right, so thank you for your time. Once again, I'm Jacob Willis from the South Lake Senior FFA chapter, and hopefully I will see you in February.